You launch a new Meta campaign, check your dashboard, and see leads pouring in at $2 a piece. On the surface, it looks like a massive win. Then your sales team tries to actually call them. The numbers are disconnected. The email addresses bounce back immediately. You aren't acquiring customers. You are paying Meta to deliver a steady stream of automated bots, massive click farms, and people who accidentally tapped their screens while scrolling. A cheap cost per lead feels great on a spreadsheet, but it is a useless vanity metric if those forms never turn into actual revenue. The problem starts with where your ads are shown, specifically placements like the audience network, which are notorious for generating invalid traffic. Every time a bot fills out your form, Meta's machine learning registers that as a success. It assumes it found your ideal customer, so it identifies new targeting paths directed at more bots. While bad data flows in, your good data is being choked off. Apple's iOS privacy updates and modern ad blockers are restricting traditional browser-based tracking. When a real human actually buys something, that action is often shielded from Meta. Up to 30% of legitimate conversion data is now lost due to these tracking failures. Because the pixel is blind and the algorithm is optimizing for bot clicks, advertisers are effectively paying Meta to ruin their own targeting with garbage data. Meta's instant forms are designed to be frictionless, automatically pulling in user data so people can submit in one tap. But making it effortless for humans also makes it effortless for automated scripts. To fix this, you have to introduce strategic friction. Step 1 is excluding the audience network placement entirely to cut off the largest source of junk traffic. Next, you upgrade the form itself. Swap out the multiple choice checkboxes for custom questions that require manual typing, and add a mandatory review screen before submission. For the ultimate filter, you can require an SMS one-time password. The user has to receive a text and type in a code, ensuring there is a functional, human-held mobile device on the other end. Adding these hurdles will cause your total lead volume to drop. However, it ensures that only high-intent, qualified humans enter your sales funnel. Relying on the browser-based Metapixel means your data often gets blocked or stripped away before it ever reaches Meta's servers. The solution is the Conversions API, or CAPI. This establishes a direct, secure pipeline for server-side tracking, bypassing the browser entirely. But a secure pipeline is only useful if the data inside is recognizable. Meta grades this using Event Match Quality, or EMQ. To get a high score, you must send high-priority identifiers through that pipeline, specifically hashed emails and phone numbers. Utilizing CAPI with a high EMQ score restores the accurate data Meta requires to properly attribute sales and identify your actual buyers. Once clean, verified data is flowing back into the system, manual audience targeting and micromanagement yield diminishing returns. You can now use Advantage Plus shopping campaigns. This lets Meta's AI use broad audience signals to find buyers that a manual setup might never discover. This chart shows how an erratic spend trajectory can be stabilized. This horizontal line is your cost cap, the necessary financial safety net when using automation. Cost caps force the algorithm to balance cheap and expensive conversions to maintain an average acquisition cost that keeps your business profitable. Algorithmic automations scale effectively, provided it is strictly constrained by these firm profitability limits. After implementing these changes, overall lead volume typically decreases, but the cost per qualified lead plummets because you have stopped paying for bots. Tweaking demographic settings and manual interest groups is no longer the most effective way to reach your audience. Success now depends on the technical signals you send to Meta. You are responsible for the quality and accuracy of the data that trains the algorithm. The strategy for success requires 3 technical steps. Set up CAPI for reliable tracking, add strategic friction to filter forms, and enforce cost caps to protect margins. If you stop feeding the machine garbage data, the algorithm can finally identify the specific patterns of your real buyers.